this video, I'm going to teach you how to achieve a higher score in IELTS reading. Before teaching you how to approach reading question types, here are the most important reading tips every test taker needs to know. The most common reason test takers don't get a higher score in IELTS reading is they don't read the question carefully. Read each question properly in several times. This will give you a clear understanding as to what is being asked for. Once you know you got the question wrong in practice tests, you can do the research into why you answered it incorrectly. Don't just say, "Oh, I was incorrect," and move on to the next question. Learning from mistakes brings you a higher score, not doing tons of practice tests. For the following question types, the answers are almost always in order in the passage. All types of gap fill, for example sentences, summaries, diagrams, etc., true false not given and yes no not given questions, multiple choice questions, matching sentence endings, and short answer questions. However, answers to the following question types are never in order. Matching paragraph headings, which paragraph contains the information, matching names with statements or information. Answering IELTS reading questions without identifying the keywords or keyword synonyms is a suicide mission. What are keywords? Keywords are the words that contain specific information. It can be in the form of nouns and verbs, names, locations, dates and years, numbers or figures, and capitalized or italicized words or phrases. The keywords help in locating the answers in reading passages. Keywords can be found when you scan the passage. And keyword synonyms are words that have the same or nearly a similar meaning as the keyword. They can guide you to find the answers easily. How to spot keywords? Scanning is moving your eyes down the text quickly in order to find keywords. While scanning, you ignore information you don't need. Scan the text and zigzag from right to left. It will make locating the keywords much easier and faster. Skimming is the process of reading only main ideas within a passage to get an overall impression of the content of a reading passage. We use this technique to match the headings in IELTS reading without reading the whole paragraph, so it saves a lot of time. The title of the passage that you are reading will tell you what the passage is all about. First, read the title. It will give you an idea of the content of the passage. So, you'll have an ample time comprehending since you already have an idea of what you are reading. Use your time wisely and don't spend too much time on a difficult question. Go to the next one. Once you find the next answer, you can go back in the passage to find the answer to the previous question. This is because in IELTS reading, the questions are often in the same order as the information in the text. Knowing the meaning of word parts can often help you work out the overall meaning. But there are words where this doesn't work. For example, this often means not, as in disagree or disobey, but sometimes this is not a separate word part or it doesn't have that meaning, as in discuss. In the exam, don't be tempted to use your own opinion or any previous knowledge you may have on a particular topic. You must always answer according to the information given in the passage. You should adjust your reading speed throughout the exam. When you are looking for detailed information, as in true false not given question types, you will need to slow down and read carefully to make sure you find the exact answer. When you are asked for more general information, for example matching paragraph headings, you may be able to read faster. By practicing, you will find the ideal balance between reading slowly enough to understand and fast enough to finish on time. Don't waste too much time on unknown words. Sometimes you don't need them. When it is useful, have a guess. Try to guess whether it has a negative or a positive meaning. This helps you a lot in answering the questions. Don't leave answers blank if you run out of time. Guess the answers where you can, as there is a chance you will get some right. This is especially true for multiple choice, true-false not given questions, matching endings questions, and other questions where you have limited answer options. In this part, I'm going to teach you how to approach different question types in IELTS reading. All the examples have been taken from Cambridge IELTS books. True-false not given questions. I recommend you read 2 statements at a time. This helps you know where to stop looking for the answer because the questions are in the same order as the information in the text. Then look for keywords in a statement to help you scan. Go to the passage and scan for the keywords and keyword synonyms in a zigzag from right to left. After underlining the keywords, read this statement one more time carefully and identify comparisons or qualifying expressions such as every, all, some, sometimes, a few, always, often, and so on, if any. Go back to the sentence including the keywords and read the sentence from the very beginning. Then, make your decision. Sentence completion questions. The answers are in order in sentence completion questions. Please note the word limit for each gap. After identifying the type of word needed for each gap, for example, noun, verb, adjective, and so on, look for the keywords in each statement. Go to the passage and scan in a zigzag from right to left. And after underlining the keywords, read the statement one more time carefully. Go back to the sentence including the keywords and read the sentence from the very beginning in order to choose the right word. The sentences must be grammatically correct, which can help you in choosing the right word for the gap. In matching sentence endings, first look at the beginnings and underline keywords. Skim the endings to get the main ideas. Look for the relationships like examples or cause and effect. Predict the answers by deciding what is likely to go together and eliminate endings which cannot match. In question number 19, the sentence cannot be matched with be, for example, because routes cannot travel. Use the keywords to find the right part of the text and finalize your answers. Diagram and flowchart completion questions. To label a diagram, identify the type of word for each answer. Underline keywords and then scan the text to identify which section describes the information in the diagram. The title of the diagram can help you find the section including the information much easier. Read the section carefully and complete the gaps. Remember, the sequence doesn't always follow the same order as the numbers on the diagram. Matching heading questions. Matching heading questions are a bit difficult because the answers don't come in order, and there are usually more headings than questions. To answer these questions, you should understand the main idea of each paragraph. The easiest way to match the headings is to skim them to form a general idea of the topic. Identify and underline the organizing words such as effects, problems, causes, and so on, and keywords in the headings. Skim read the paragraphs to check your predictions. You can do this by reading the first sentence of the paragraph completely and only move your eyes down the text quickly in order to underline keywords or any organizing words. Repeat this step for all the paragraphs and section in the passage and then complete matching. If time permits, check your answers by reading your headings in order. Their order should make sense. Summary with word list. First, identify the type of word needed for each gap. Then, underline some keywords to help you find the section which relates to the summary. Read the summary, and then read the relevant section of the text and complete the answers. Remember, answers usually come in order. The summary must be grammatically correct, which can help you in choosing the right word for the gap. Matching names. These questions are not usually the first questions of the passage. To save time, while answering the previous question set, encircle any names you see in the text, so you won't need to spend more time to scan the passage for each name. Then, underline keywords after reading the statements carefully. Note that the questions don't follow the order of the passage. Now start reading around the name to find the statements in the questions and match them with the related name. The person's opinions may occur before or after their name. Multiple choice questions. The answers to multiple choice questions are in order. First, scan the stem for the keywords and locate them in the passage. Before reading the round of the keyword in the text, read the stem one more time and then match the meaning in the text with the correct paraphrase from the options. Short answer questions. In the exam, you may have to look for facts in a passage and give short answers to questions. You will be told how many words you are allowed to use in the answers. For short answer questions, first look for a keyword in each question, and then scan the passage for each keyword. After locating the keywords, read the question one more time and then read around the keywords to find the answer. Remember, start reading from the very beginning of the sentence, including the keyword. I also recommend you read 2 questions at a time. This helps you know where to stop looking for the answer because the questions are in the same order as the information in the text. Matching paragraph information questions. Test takers usually find this question type difficult to answer. Here are my tips for matching paragraph information questions. Read the statements and underline keywords including noun and verbs, names, locations, and so on, and organizing words such as reasons, lists, problems, aims, effects, etc. Go to the text and read the first sentence of each paragraph. Then move your eyes down the paragraph and underline any keyword synonyms, and organizing words. This gives you some clues about what each paragraph is about and limits the number of paragraphs that the information given in the question should be looked for. Now go to the questions and match them. Yes, no, not given questions are answered like true, false, not given questions. However, the main difference between them is in the type of information contained in the text. In yes, no, not given questions, the parts of the text that include the opinions, views, or beliefs of the writer should be considered. In true, false, not given questions, the factual information about the topic should be considered. To answer yes, no, not given questions, I recommend you read 2 statements at a time. This helps you know where to stop looking for the answer because the questions are in the same order as the information in the text. Then look for keywords in the statement to help you scan. Go to the passage and scan for the keywords and keyword synonym in a zigzag from right to left. After underlining the keywords, read the statement one more time carefully and identify comparisons or qualifying expressions such as every, all, some, sometimes, a few, always, and so on, if any. Go back to the sentence including the keywords and read the sentence from the very beginning. Then make your decision.